All right, let's try this again. I don't know what happened. Good morning, YouTube friends. Hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm coming down off of the hill, one of the hills that I walk around here, and just wanted to share some inspiration, encouragement, and thought-provoking questions that we all have to ask ourselves. What does it mean to be a woman? And specifically, what does it mean to be a woman friend? And I would say throughout my life, I've always been pretty transparent. With my friends, I think I shoot it pretty straight. And what I'm coming up to really now is, I have really narrowed my circle. I almost have a dot, as they say, and just I've really done a lot of soul searching for myself, and seeing what I have attracted, who I've attracted when I wasn't my true self. And that doesn't imply being untrue to people, other women and friends. What I'm saying is I hadn't been true to myself, and that is what my journey is taking me to. That is my piece of home, that internal part of my being, that really, from all of that, everything else in our lives flows. So I guess I want to get the thought through, what kind of a person are you? What kind of a person am I? How do I present myself to the world? How do I present myself to other women? Specifically, because we all need friends. We need true friends. We need to be true to ourselves. So what I'm reviewing at this stage of the game is how I have perceived myself, what I've allowed to happen, and that's what I'm owning. So I can't blame anybody else. I'm down now toward the town, and there's more traffic, so I gotta watch my steps with these cars. What I've allowed into my life in relationships, whether it's family, friends, a personal relationship with a man, and I just really have had I'm grateful to be able to really stop and look at that kind of stuff now at this time in my life, because I think it's going to allow me, and it is allowing me, to make better choices, to make more authentic choices in being my authentic self, not being the performer, not being the clown, realizing my value. And I think that's what a lot of women suffer in their lives, is their lack of really feeling valued. My backstory is pretty horrific, and it's intergenerational, and it's really still alive with the lack of value of women, the lack of value of self, your voice. So again, I don't know where you are in your journey. I do know where I am in mine, and I want to reclaim this last part of my life in finishing well, as I said in the last video, finishing strong, and really mostly finishing authentically. I don't want to give off certain auras that put me in situations that really, and when I say beneath me, I would say that for a lot of women. You deserve better, you can do better, but the thing is, you got to start taking those first steps. And as I said before, that one small change can make quite the difference in a day. So wishing you well. It's another hot day here. It's a little humid, but I got to get going here and get to my job. So as always, there's no place like your home. I'll see you next time, and as always, I hope I'm a word of encouragement. Okay, off.